This video was digitized from a photo album, and you see the cover right here, of Camp Claiborne, Louisiana. And there was no name associated with the photo album. And then you could see a picture of Camp Claiborne in 1941. But I believe that this photo album is from circa 1942 because I believe that it's of members of the 82nd Airborne Division. You can see a Jeep in this picture collection that has the 82 for the 82nd Airborne Division. And there's also a member that appears, a tech sergeant that appears to be wearing an 82nd Airborne patch in this collection. And there was only 4 photos that were marked, and I marked them accordingly in this video. And one of them was of the owner of this album, and he had me and my radio book written on the back of the picture, and you'll see him coming up. And then you also see a couple of pictures of radio equipment, which I assume he had some interaction with. And yeah, just a great look at Camp Claiborne, and like I say, circa 1942. And it was a military camp that was established in the 1930s and then continued through World War II, located in Rapides Parish in central Louisiana. And the camp was under the jurisdiction of the U.S. 8th Service Command and included 23,000 acres. And the camp was just north of the town of present-day Forest Hill, near the intersection of U.S. Highway 165 and Louisiana Highway 112. And it was established on June 10th, 1930 as Camp Evangeline, named for the Evangeline district of the Kisatchie National Forest, where it was situated. It was later renamed for the governor of the territory of Orleans and the first governor of the state of Louisiana, William C.C. Claiborne. In 1939, construction crews were sent to expand the camp, and it was activated in 1940. And from 1939 to 1946, over 500,000 men went through Camp Claiborne. The camp was mainly used for basic training and artillery practice, which included the nearby Wind District Kisatchie Precision Bombing Range. It was also home to the Engineering Unit Training Command. Special Service Forces training was also conducted there, including Railroad Battalion training. The 34th Infantry Division came to Claiborne for its basic training and would be the first American force sent to Europe, the European Theater of Operations. And and also the 82nd Airborne was activated there in March of 1942. And then in 1941, prior to the United States declaring war, the camp was used as part of the Louisiana maneuvers, a 400,000-man training exercise involving 2 imaginary countries fighting each other. The 2 armies faced each other across the Red River. Near the end of the war, German prisoners of war were held at the camp. And Camp Claiborne was deactivated and dismantled in 1945, and the land returned to Kisatchie National Forest as part of the National Forest System. And I'd love to hear your comments on this photo album. Like I said, it was well marked, as you can see on the cover of the album and the first picture of where this was. But like I say, there was no name in the album to identify it to a specific person, but he did mark one of the photos, like I said, that did identify himself as me in my radio book, and so that's always nice. At least we know what he looked like. But I said, and I'm guessing from the pictures, like I mentioned, of the Jeep and the patch on the one tech sergeant, that this is from the 82nd Airborne Division and circa 1942. And hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this bit of history. Try to upload military and patriotic videos to my site here, about every other day. And if you're interested in a good read, check out my books at www.edsemler.com.